Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. Yesterday was a great day. Predators got it done. We could have bet both of those games and draw. Actually, the funny thing is I actually seen that Columbus could get 44 points with an overtime loss, but I was thinking like I don't think that both of our games are going to go into overtime, but sure enough, both of our games went into overtime. But yeah, guys, I called out the overtime. It's just awesome how it all happened, though, honestly, because we got a lot of good live bets in. I called them out in the Discord plenty of times. We had the draw play. We had that in plus 310, and then we got Canadians money line plus 200 and plus 300 a couple times. So very great outcome yesterday. And then it's just funny how they do it. It makes it even better when, the whole time I was just like, they just need to score one to tie it. Come on. They called a timeout at 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the game. Montreal did. And, basically, like right there, I was just like, okay, they called a timeout. They're set. And I was thinking in my head, this is where they set up the game tie-in score. And sure enough, that's what happened. And then as soon as they went into overtime, I called it before overtime. I said, if it goes into overtime, I'm going hard on the Canadians. And then it went into overtime, and I went hard on the Canadians live bet again. So the game's not over until it's 0, guys. I mean, they were only 1 point down. 1 point only takes 4 seconds to score, really. 6 seconds. I think the fastest you can get score is like 3 or 4 seconds, something like that. So it doesn't take that long to score. Isn't the point I'm saying? Especially 1 point. But what the key things to pay attention to that helped us here are Quebec. You have to, if it has the accent in the letter or in the name, you have to use the accent when decoding. If you don't use the accent, you're not gonna get accurate decodes. You're looking at the wrong numbers. If they have an accent in the name and you're not using it, you're not spelling their name correctly. Keep that in mind, guys. If they have an accent in the name, Quebec is spelled with an accent over the E. Montreal is spelled with the accent over the E. If you guys are decoding and you're not using the accent, you're misspelling the name. So therefore, your decode cannot be accurate. We can't misspell somebody's name and then use those numbers. We can't misspell anything and then use those numbers. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. That's one of the major factors that helped us get on the right side of this decode. Accents. Anybody's name, any word, anything that's relevant that we need to use an accent to, use it. Because if you don't, you will be on the wrong side of a decode. So there's that, guys. And, let's look at, I'll get a good little frame for our date numerology for today. And then I will catch you guys in our one and only game for today. And now for our one and only game, we have Edmonton Oilers at Vancouver Canucks. Oilers record is 31-17-2, or they're 31-19 overall. Away, they're 16-7-2, or they're 16-9 away overall, and they have 64 points. Canucks record is 19-24-3, or they're 19-27 overall. At home, they're 12-11-2, or they're 12-13 at home overall, and they have 41 points. Things that favor Oilers. Oilers can get 17th away win, VAN equals 17. Canucks can get 14th home loss on 14 date numerology, EDM equals 14, Dave equals 14 and 4 reduction. Dave Tippett can get his 69th win as coach of Oilers, Travis Green equals 69. Oilers can get 58th all-time away win versus Canucks. Vancouver Canucks equals 58 and full reduction. Rogers Arena equals 58 and full reduction. Oilers can become 4-2 versus Canucks this season. May equals 42. Oilers can become 3-1 away versus Canucks this season. Green equals 31 and full reduction. Canucks can become 1-3 at home versus Oilers this season. EDM equals 13. Things that favor Canucks. Canucks can get 20th win. Edmonton Oilers equals 200. Canucks can get 43 points on 14 date numerology. The 14th prime number is 43. Canucks can get 13th home win, EDM equals 13 and full reduction. Oilers can get 18th regulation loss, Canucks equals 18 and full reduction. Oilers can get 20th loss overall, Edmonton Oilers equals 200. Oilers can get 10th away loss overall, VAN equals 10 and full reduction. Edmonton equals 100. British Columbia equals 100. Oilers can become 16 and 10 away, British Columbia equals 161. Dave Tippett can get his 43rd loss as coach of Oilers on 14 date numerology, the 14th prime is 43. Travis Green can get his 122nd win as a coach, Vancouver equals 122. Canucks can become 3-3 versus Oilers this season. Oilers equals 33 and full reduction. Canucks can become 2-2 at home versus Oilers this season. EDM equals 22. Dave equals 22. In the 10th game that these teams are playing in 2020s, Canucks can become 5-5 in 2020s versus Oilers. 55 is the 10th triangular and the 10th Fibonacci. VAN equals 10 in full reduction. With the win, Canucks can become 3-3 overall, 2-2 at home, and 1-1 away versus Oilers this season. 33, 22, and 11 are all master numbers. Oilers equals 33 in full reduction. EDM equals 22. Vancouver, British Columbia, I know it's not a perfect match, but is 111 in full reduction. That's the closest 11 I could get, but it's still an 11, and I think that's definitely very relevant. Things to watch out for. I picked the Canucks here, but things to watch out for in this game are the Oilers can get their 58th all-time win versus Canucks. Vancouver Canucks equals 58 in full reduction. Rogers Arena equals 58 in full reduction. Now, you may have some worries. If you guys are worried about that, fade this game. I think that it is something to be aware of, but I don't think that that's going to be the deciding factor, because Vancouver Canucks, they play like 2-3 more times for the rest of the season. So Vancouver Canucks is always going to equal 58 in full reduction. They may not, they could definitely get their 58th all-time win at Rogers Arena, but they very well could not, and the Canucks equals 58 in full reduction still, and that could still happen in a different day. So, this could happen today, but it doesn't necessarily have to happen today just because Canucks and Rogers Arena, Canucks and Rogers play at Rogers Arena. That's their home. So 58 will still be relevant even if they don't get the win today. So that's where I don't think that the Oilers are going to win. I think that is strong for them, but I don't think that is the deciding factor. They do have the date numerology thing as well, but again, it is strong, but I don't think that's the deciding factor. I think what they're definitely doing here is the 55, 33, 22, 11 thing. I feel like they definitely got to be doing this 43s. Like why is the Canucks can get 43 points and Dave Tippett can get his 43rd loss as coach of Oilers. The lines up really nicely for today. I know they play other games against each other for the rest of the season, I just mentioned, but I still have to go Canucks. I have to bet Canucks money line plus 175. After knowing the importance of 33, 22, 11. The fact that they have these things that line up with those numbers, I have to think that this is what they're doing. So that's what I'm going to bet on. That's what I'm putting my money on that they're doing. The Oilers also do not have to win, so there's that. The Canucks really don't have to win either because they're not getting to the playoffs regardless. But the Oilers are already clinched, so they definitely don't have to win. So, I'm going Canucks here all the way. Just like yesterday, Maple Leafs, they didn't have to win yesterday. They had some numbers where they could definitely pull off a win, but the Maple Leafs didn't have to win. They were leading the division, and they already clinched the playoffs, so they didn't have to win yesterday. So that's, a good thing to keep in mind. Doesn't mean they're not going to win. Doesn't mean they're not going to get points, but it just means they don't have to. So that's what we have to keep in mind with this game. That's what I believe. Last time we had Oilers and Canucks, I picked Canucks and the Canucks pulled it off for us. hopefully they do the same thing. I'm sticking with this game. I didn't really like any of the other games too much for the day. That's why I went with this game. This one I like the most. I think that this hits, you know. I feel like, you know, just generally speaking, I feel like the public is going to be on the Oilers since they're the better team, and they've already clinched and everything, and the Canucks are the last in the division. But the Canucks do have a good offense, and they do play against the Oilers and the Maple Leafs very well. So I have to say that this is what it is. We'll see, of course, at 7 o'clock tonight, 10 p.m., whenever it ends. You know, starts and ends. But exactly, guys. Watch the Canucks. I think that they got this. Oilers do have some stuff, but Canucks have more solid things, in my opinion, and should pull this off. So there is that decode, and I will see you guys on Stake. All right, guys, welcome to Stake, and I'm just gonna go over our bets that we put in. You know, we put in yesterday. So yesterday I put in $25, but ETH went up in that time. You know, and I made $110. You know, again, ETH went up, so I actually made a little bit more off that bet since it went up. That's why you need to bet in crypto, guys. Regardless if you think it's under cabal control or not, it's still gonna go up. So it's like, make the gains. Like, these sports are under their control, and you're trying to make gains off of with US dollars, which is also under their control. Make sure you guys are in cryptocurrency, because your US dollars will not go up in value, they're only going down. Get cryptocurrency, bet in crypto, make sure you guys are getting gains on top of gains. That's what we do here. Make sure you guys are being smart. Usually make sure your money is doing twice as much work than it usually does. Because in US dollars, it will not work for you. It works against you. I promise you. I don't care what your opinion is of Bitcoin, Ethereum, cryptocurrency. They are worth way more than any of the US dollars. That's why one ETH is over $3,000 a piece, and $1 is only worth $1. So, guys, keep that in mind. Inflation is running your savings into the ground. Get into crypto, get into precious metals, be smart. Sign up for Stake in the link in the description. You will need a VPN. Sign up for Pure VPN in the description. You get a 7-day trial for 99 cents. I use VPN 24/7, rarely turn it off. It's amazing. You can do a lot with it. You can get region locked content through streaming services, and you can access crypto betting sites like Stake and Cloudbet. I'm gonna have guides coming out on how to do all this stuff, but yes, guys, here are all the bets we put in place. I called out every live bet I did. We were at $202 yesterday to start, and now we're at $530. We made every bet counted yesterday. Even our $5 parlay hit. So we hit everything yesterday. We're gonna be on top of this. I'm working hard to make sure that we get the best games to be in. We are making money. I'm tired of getting us losses. I'm tired of all these super double coded games that are hard to make a pick on. I'm gonna make sure that we lock it down and figure it out. That's not to say I can guarantee the Canucks are gonna win tonight, but that's to say that I'm going to work hard to make sure that we have this clear of narrative to see who is going to win as possible. And I think the Canucks have the clearest narrative to win tonight over the Oilers. And, you know, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to tap the 1x2, but not by much. I'm literally just going to go $40 on Canucks money line and $10 on the 1x2. Betting $50 total. We can make almost $150 if this hits. And with Ethereum going up, it is going to be $150 if it hits. So we don't have to bet a lot to make a lot today, guys. We can triple our money. We can triple our money with a small bet, and we'll still be up even if it doesn't hit. We'll still hella be up because we've been going off. We're going to keep going off, guys. I feel great about Vancouver. They should get this done, but if they don't, you don't put in everything on this game. We should be good from the past few days. Don't put everything on this game. We have more games to come, and the playoffs are going to start. We're really going to start heating up playoff time, guys. So let's make sure we're being the smartest we've been all season right now, and make sure that we're getting the biggest gains possible, because now is the best time to decode and bet on these games, because we're gonna have the clearest narratives and everything as they're wrapping up the season and starting the playoffs. So guys, be in on this. Be serious, take it seriously. I'm going hard as fuck for all this. Let's make sure that we're paying attention to the right things and we're not looking at fluff. Let's make sure that we're working together and we have positivity flowing around. Because I guarantee you guys, if we're positive as a collective, we'll get more positive results as a collective. We're only as strong as our weakest link. So if you as the individual are out there negative, doubt this stuff, whatever, you need to work on your mentality. Be more positive, have a more abundant mindset. You will win. You will get this. So let's get this shit, guys. Let's fucking do this. Let's win. Let's get on a hot streak. We're heating up. If we win today, we'll officially be on a hot streak, and we'll get this. We'll be get really starting to get going. So let's be diligent. Let's get this shit. You know, I'm ready. You know, we have our book reading tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're continuing with chapter 5 of Letters and Numbers. And yeah, guys, we're just getting as much knowledge as possible. Again, cryptocurrency is blowing up. Make sure you bet in crypto, because I guarantee you in 6 to 8 months, when I'm going to be saying the same thing, but I'm going to be saying, like, remember 6 to 8 months ago when I told you guys you should be getting in on this? I'm being serious. I'm not joking. This is something that's definitely blowing up. Regardless if you agree with it or not, it's happening. So get involved now. It's the best time. It's now or never. This is the time. Get involved, guys. I'm working on helping you guys learn and how to move around in crypto. This isn't just me just teaching you guys how to use Bitcoin to bet. That's beginner stuff that you can look up on YouTube and easily figure out. That's not hard. What I'm trying to do is show you guys how you can not only make money with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, with all these other altcoins you guys have never even heard of, and how to move around in the ecosystem and know what the hell is going on. So be prepared for that, guys. If it's manipulated, which it definitely is, I knew crypto is definitely manipulated because it's a small market in comparison to others, so it doesn't take as much money to manipulate it. So 1000% it's manipulated, but I'm gonna make money on it. I guarantee you that. Why should you not make money on it? Just because you're scared of it? Because you don't agree with it? Money's gonna get made regardless if you agree with how it's made or not. Get involved, guys. Let's kill this shit in sports. Let's kill crypto. Crypto we're gonna kill. That's all but for sure. You know, crypto we're gonna get, but let's kill sports. Let's get in sports and make sure you guys are betting in crypto. Get your energy up. We're starting to heat up, guys. Let's go. Like, all you guys who have been loyal and are watching the videos and, have been here every day, even through the tough times, you guys definitely benefited from yesterday. But the people who couldn't handle the losses, they didn't watch the video yesterday. I guarantee it. And you know what? They didn't get any of the gains either. Because if you can't handle losses, if you can't handle a loss, you don't deserve to win. Winners can lose. But what separates a winner from a loser isn't the fact that a winner always wins. It's just that the fact that a winner knows that a loss is only an opportunity to learn, where a loser just thinks like, oh wow, we need to find somebody with better picks. We need to do something better. This guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about because we lost. Like, no, dog. If you knew what you were talking about, we'd be doing your picks. So it's like, it's not about that somebody doesn't know what they're talking about. It's about being on the right side of the decode. We're not in these secret societies running these numbers. So we're doing educated guessing on figuring out what they could possibly be using to connect things together. Be intelligent. Let's get this shit together. I'm going fucking off. I'm working my ass off for this shit. So regardless if we have 38 patrons or 380, we're gonna go fucking hard every day. Every fucking day. So you best believe that regardless if you are watching this video or not, we're still going hard. We're still going hard every day, every single day. I don't care if I have 5 losses in a row or 5 wins in a row. I'm still going hard. We can always do better and we can always do worse, but we're always aiming to do better. So get your energy up. Let's go. Let's get this shit, guys. I will catch you guys later.